Is it recording? I think so. And we're back. This is on a live stream, so if you hear me talking to people, that is why. Hold on, I need to get a pop-out Twitch chat. How the heck do I do that? Alrighty. Pop-out. Toss this over here. Alright, so I should be able to see the Twitch chat. And let us get going. It is recording, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, and we're back. And so the days flew by in an instant. The everyday coming and going to and from our secret base. Creating our glider and practicing how to fly it. I even visited Anshan's factory once. Kyle, I am going to be... How long am I streaming? I thought I already answered this. Wait, hold on. Is my voice going? Yeah, it is. I'm going to be doing a normal length video. I thought I already said that, but I might have cut out. I even visited Anshan's factory once. I exhausted the earnings I had saved from my part-time job and numerous sessions of actual flight training at the gliding field. Finally, that music is over. And before I know it, it's August again. It's already halfway over. Why are you here like all the time? Gonna move that down there so I can check my audio levels. My girlfriend called me an ass. No, I didn't? Okay, well. Alright. It has been more days than I can remember since Akea last showed her face. At first I tried calling and mailing her. Her response was limited. According to Hotaru, she was spending her days running errands and heading straight to bed after returning home in the evenings. In time, my willpower waned. Let's see. I simply resigned myself to silently taking care of my day-to-day business. I had been racking up failure after failure in the simulator. Misreading the wind, failing to adjust. On the other hand, Kotli was starting to leave me in the dust with diligent daily practice. I know, I got it. Oh. I already gotten used to Hotlu walking close to me long ago. She would hold my hand and grab onto my arm. And give everyone the wrong idea.
Yeah,
Yay.
Yo.
Oh, well, hello, Anchan. Wait, what the heck? It's about time you hear. What do I hear? Does he mean it's about time you got here? Because I didn't really hear anything. PewDiePie. How the heck? What? Wait, what do you mean you thank PewDiePie for getting you introduced to me? I didn't know PewDiePie did anything with me. Oh, long time no see. The most? Oh. Oh, present. Understood, President. He did Book of Shadows. PewDiePie did Book of Shadows? I didn't think he did. Or are you talking? I'm confused. I didn't think he did. I don't pay attention to PewDiePie at all. We all move it on Kotoli's command. Anshan, Masusugo, and everyone else who is willing lends a hand. 3, 2, 1. Pull the long white wings onto the flat cars and push them to the body. Do the same on the opposite side. And it's done. The gorgeous pure white structure of a glider appeared in the middle of the garage. It was finally complete. I still don't really like that tail. I mean, you got like 2 rudders, but you have no elevators. Our wings are glider, and I think I mentioned this, but I have seen planes like this. They were just like drones. Oh, he started and never finished it? Okay, well, that explains it. Our wings are glider.
できてみるとなんとも不思議な感じだ。私の頭の中にしかなかったものがこんな風に。
Hold on, girlfriend. I just used Tokyo Ghoul to explain a life lesson, she says. Alright, well, I'll respond to that later.
いいえ、あまねちゃんの設計図があったからよ。さらに遡れば、あまねちゃんが一人でも頑張っていてくれたから。だから私たち知り合って集まってこうしてこれを作ることができたのよ。
Something great is this. Not as great, something a great.
絶好調ですね、小鳥先輩。今だけは仕方ないわよ。だね。すごいよね。できたんだよ、私たちにも。そうよね。本当にできちゃったのよね。
There's Yolu acting like... Yes, Kyle, you are in a video. Yeah, we really did. It says Yolu, who is not in the club.
It
says Tatsuya, who is not in the club.
すげえ、あんちゃんの OK 出たぜ。いや、大したもんだ。学生レベルの仕事じゃない。
まあ、私たちだけだったらそうなってたところですけど。
Yes, you're also in the video now, Elliot Miller, 95.
だよね。遺憾ですが、事実と認めざるを得ません。
アゲハだろ。この辺なんか特に。
Hanchan slid his hand across the white wing.
ここがきちんとできてないと、最悪空中分解しかねないからな。正直言って、出来が良くないようなら飛ぶのはやめさせようと思ってたところだ。
You lagged out? Is that something on my end? Are you still fine, Elliot? Or is it working fine now, Kyle?
でも人を乗せて飛ぶものだし、命がかかってるんだから当然よね。アゲハ先輩に感謝です。
You missed the first part? No, I didn't actually do anything in the first part. I only started a little while ago. Before that, I was just sitting on the main menu. I kept my mouth shut. I knew that what Anchan was admiring was Agea's hard work. At times, when I didn't go to the gliding field, Agea had come and completed everything without taking a moment's break. It's almost as if my eyes had been stolen. I heard she's meeting with outsiders and she's too busy to be here today. Hey, just when I thought I would be the one asking something personal and get beaten to the punch? You're lagging like hell? Oh, that's weird. Hold on. That's strange. What leg is there? What is the leg like? That's strange. It just kicked up like that all of a sudden. By alright, you mean... Hey!
ホタルと付き合ってるんだっけ？違う。
付き合ってるのはあーちゃん。制裁。
I know what real squeeze means, but for some reason it felt kind of like I had been brainwashed to imagine a pair of hands slowly squeezing my neck.
私は愛人。
Oh. You're imagining things again.
そして略奪の日も近い。
Good. Oh. It's not.
なんだ、問題ないじゃないか。
I have a lot of problems with it. I mean, I don't. I guess Aoi does.
あ、どうしたどうした？
Another nuisance sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. This is starting to get weird. It's definitely going to cause trouble.
アゲハの話か？お前ら今喧嘩中なんだろ？
How is this rumor getting around so fast during summer vacation?
そりゃ校内でよくアゲハ見かけるのにお前はいないんだからそう思うだろう。
So she's been at school. Keeps stopping and starting again, that's weird. Oh, there's more people joining, that's why. Alright. Not sure what I can do about it right now. I guess I couldn't restart this stream really quick. Hold on, let me stop streaming. You can? Alright. So she's been at school.
実はあかりさんが気にしてて。
Well, I'm a little worried too, to be honest. I don't really like Akea, but she is our girlfriend, I guess, and she's doing something I don't know what it is. Worried, huh? Sorry, I just wonder what she's up to.
いや、一
Hotaru,
体
yeah.
いくつの部に関係してるんだって。
Yeah, Kyle, Hotaru is the best. Alright. What the fuck is she up to?
実は双子か三つ子だったりしないかってのも言われたよ。
No, no. There's not enough room in the world for 2 or 3 of her. Just go out with Hotaru, I wish I could. But it does mean that she's running around enough to create the illusion that there's more than one of her.
俺も見かけたけど、なんつうの笑顔なんだけどさ、危機迫るってやつアンタッチャブルな感じで。
Yeah, the only Hotaru route is on the fan disc, and that's DLC that hasn't been translated.
最近のあーちゃん怖い。
だよな。
Scary.
お前ら喧嘩でもしたのか？
No, not at all. I wouldn't be able to fight with her right now, even if I wanted to. It's the first time I've heard that she's projecting such an aura. Are we for real? I wonder if we're really a couple.
今ぐらい来てもいいのにな。せっかく久しぶりに昔のメンツ揃ったのに。
What do you say?
そういや、あのアゲハあの時みたいだったな。
Old self.
ほら、秘密基地の。
まさすぐ
Masuga's face seemed to say he'd go no further. Will I do it when it's translated? I don't think it's going to be translated, but if the fan disc is, then yeah, I'll do it. Back then.
いや、なんでもない。
I remained calm at first, but then a monstrous force roared at me from the depths of my heart and started to seethe and boil over. Hey. I pressed towards Masuga without a moment of hesitation.
いや、待て、葵。
No Elliot, the fan disc for this game.
やめろ葵
Hanchan's words stopped me in my tracks, though I couldn't help but continue to glare at Masatsugu. Masatsugu hung his head in
お
shame.
前まだ聞いてなかったのか
Well, I heard that something had happened, but Akea would say no more than that. Like Masatsugu, Hotaru held her head in shame like a scolded puppy.
そうか知らないのか
Oh, what the fuck happened?
俺の口からは言えないよホタルだってそうだろ
Why the fuck not? Hanchan suddenly surveyed the secret base for some reason.
お前らここのことを秘密基地って呼んでるんだってな
It is, but...
なるほどだからか下手するとあいつもう二度とここに来ないぞ
Huh?
せっかく機体が完成したのに水を差して悪いけどな
Wait a second, what do you... Why did you say that?
完成したからだ
That doesn't make any sense.
そう思うなら行ってこい呼びにだよ俺たちはこいつを滑走路まで運んでるからその間に連れてこい
Okay. Oh, you're in the UK, Kyle? What time is it there? It's 2:30 p.m. here. I left as if I had been driven away. Guess I'll try to mail her first. I just had the gliders finished and asked her where she was. No response. Well, I guess I could have predicted that. I called a different location. Oh, Elliot, you're from UK too. Of course. I returned to my dorm for the first time Oh, for the time being, and change clothes. It's 9:30 there. Oh, that's not bad. Then I head to school. They called the Himagi household. According to her mother, Geha left soon after Hotaru left, but it seems that she was still wearing her uniform at that time. In other words, she must be at school. Geha, I don't think you can escape from me. There you are. Don't worry about that, just come with me. This is an important day for us. What could you be doing here that's so important? I suppose you'll say you're doing this all for the Soaring Club? If so, I don't think you'll find anything more important than the glider's completion. If you don't come, I swear I'll say it out loud. Sure, I'm gonna threaten you just like a coward. I know who hides everything and is always running around from place to place. I'm obviously talking about you. All that aside, I want you to tell me what exactly it is that is more important than the completion of the glider. You have nothing to say, which means you've got nothing. Grab Geha's wrist. Are you gonna shout, resist, or are you gonna make enough noise to get everyone's attention? Which is it gonna be? It doesn't matter, so just come on already. Aren't you a member of the Soaring Club? Haven't you been working hard for this? Have you not worked as hard as you possibly can? If that's the case, you have no excuse for missing the first flight. Why not? This... Why? Why is she being so stubborn? Before long, I started to think I should abduct or kidnap her. Oh, but at that moment, that's when I realized. The feeling inside me, it wasn't that I liked Geha, it was something else entirely. It moved me. I decided to take an action other than what Anchan had ordered me to do. Okay, then if it's for something other than the flight, will you come with me? Well, let's go. I assure you, this has nothing to do with the runway or the glider. I ignored her for the time being and grabbed my cell phone. Kotori, sorry I wasn't able to get in touch with Geha. Today is starting to look hopeless for me, so you and Amane should take care of the Maiden Voyage. Say sorry to Anchan for me. Heard an extremely angry voice on the other end of the phone, but hung up anyway. While I was at it, I also decided to turn my cell phone off. Well, that should do it. Yeah, well, let's go. I grabbed the stunned Geha by the arm and left school. Sakura's spirit is OP, I agree. I'm gonna be playing... oh, that's a different guy, Mr. Cullen. Oh, I didn't know there was another guy here that had the same color as his name, so hello, Mr. Cullen. And there's another Sakura game out, I think it's called Sakura Angels, that's on Steam. I'll be playing that eventually. We'll head to Flags first. Geha was dumbfounded as I pulled her along and headed to Cafe Flags, which is famous for its date courses. Aren't pastries the feature menu? And then we'll take two. $13 for one, huh? If I take it off from the money for next gliding practice, I'll have more than enough. Well, if you're not coming, what's the point? I'm not gonna fly. You're the last person who should be saying anything. You couldn't even come to see the completion of a glider we've been working on for the entire year. It's as delicious as it is expensive and elegant flavor. I really had no idea what I was talking about. Well then, moving on. Can everyone still hear me and see the video alright? I gripped Geha's hand tightly. I'll only let go of you if you come with me. Are you implying that you'll run off if I let you go? If you're gonna quit the Soaring Club, that's your choice to make. But if you're planning to stay on as a member, won't you at least come with me? If my club lost even one member, it would affect everyone. Have you forgotten your own words?
それは
If that's how it is, I'm sure that Tobiyoko would be more than happy to put an end to our activities. I'm sure he'd argue that it's not a real club and that gliders are too dangerous. Is that really how you want our year of hard work to end, Agea?
違うわ。そんなこと、そんなのは。
Well, we can save this serious talk for later. How about some ice cream? It freezes a little bit, it's fine. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Am I still dropping frames? Yeah, I'm not dropping too many. But this is about as far as I can go. How many viewers do I have? Just 4? That shouldn't be too bad. Jeez, what am I doing? Hold on, I'm getting lost. I'm all these tabs. Alright. Cookies and cream is your favorite, isn't it? Wait, what the heck happened? Why did my mic volume go down so much? Okay, hello? Okay, my mic volume went down for some reason.
なんで知ってるのよ。
Probably told me at some point. I guess it was probably last year around the time you became friends with Kotori.
え、あんな前のこと。
Wait, hold on. There we go. I remember everything about you, Agea. I gently let go of her hand. Probably because we're on different continents. Yeah, that's probably a good reason, because Canada to UK and to Japan, that's probably not the best connection ever. Agea didn't run away. Okay, let's go to the next spot. We went outside with both drinks and ice cream in our hands.
どこ行くのよ。
We finished our ice cream with plastic bottles in our hands to protect against the heat. We hit the road to that place. It's just the right time for it. We're heading up to Windmill Hill to watch the glider take off. Oh, you're going over here. This was the last place where we became on good terms. That time we didn't do anything, even though I wanted you so much.
体目当て。
Well, I'm also after your body.
じゃあ、しよっか。
Please don't, otherwise I'm gonna have to end this stream. Sorry, I don't feel like it today. Or should I say, I don't feel like I'll be in that mood from now on. Or is my body the only thing important to you in our relations? If so, I'll accept it and give it up.
そんな、違うよ。
I see. That's good. Took a deep breath. I wish that my fears had been avoided. Well, shall we set? I climbed up on a gentle slop of grass. A gentle slop of grass. Well, I can say I've never heard that. From there, we could look down the lake. Agea sat down right next to me. Oh my goodness! Oh, there's a CG! Oh, yes. Glorious days. Well, I'm sure it'll start any second now. I strained my eyes to see the other side of the lake. Agea and I both saw the same thing. A faint green expanding on the opposite shore. Okay, I get that now. On it was something white, no different than a calmly spinning windmill.
あれが。
That's the improved version of the Soaring Club's glider. Our wings.
完成したんだ。
I told you, didn't I? Anchan was complimenting your craftsmanship, said it was the work of a pro.
やったー。
That makes you happy, right?
そりゃ当然でしょ。
At least you have better grammar than the game, that is true, Kyle. So why wouldn't you at least want to be there for its first flight? Looks like it's about to take off. The aircraft arrived in a fixed position. The people moving around it were faint, even when I strained my eyes. I guess that Anchan Masuchuku are covering for me this time.
本当に飛ぶの？天音先輩と小鳥で。
If you're really worried, we could leave here and make it in time to warn them, shall we? But I'm not just gonna leave you here and go off on my own. We'll go together, or neither of us will go.
そんな。
How could you justify going out on a date with me, and yet you miss the first flight of our glider? It makes no sense whatsoever. I just waited without urging her to answer. Oh, it's about to take off. I thought you already said that. The white aircraft moved. Come on, Kotori. I instinctively wiped the sweat from my brow. if there is even the slightest defect. Agea bent forward with excitement. As soon as the graceful white wings seemed to start moving, they were rising into the air. It flies. We did it. As if it were dancing on the wind. Hold on, is there a panty shot here? Yeah, a very small one. As if it were dancing in the wind, the forward swept wings of the aircraft turned over the lake's surface. It soon reduced its altitude and landed in its starting position. Well, it's just a test flight. Well, it's the first flight of a new model. You can't overwork a prototype during the experimental stages. You're shaking. A little bit of lag? That's dumb. Why is it lagging? I took Agea's hand in my own. Just a little. Like, this is just hiccup for like a second and then keep going? Or what's going on there? Much like my own, Agea's hand was drenched in sweat. It had a pleasantly cool feeling to it. It said more about Agea's true feelings than words ever could. Yeah, I guess it's time I ask. I heard from Anshan Masugu that something happened, but nobody would tell me what, so they said I needed to hear it from you. Everybody likes you, you know? If they didn't, you'd be ignored and they'd cut all contact. I'm no different. No, actually, I like you more than any of them. That's why I'm the one who can't bear to not know what's going on. If you don't hate me, tell me at least. Tell me whether or not something happened at the old secret base. Agea was silent for a while after that. I kept my hand on top of hers. While I kept watch, the glider rose into the air for another flight. The forward swept wings turned in the opposite direction from before, left the water's surface, and climbed in altitude. Then it quietly landed back on the ground. Once the aircraft's movement stopped, Agea took a deep breath, drank a break. What the heck is Pokari sweat?
ちょっと長い話になるよ。それにみっともない話。情けなくてだらしなくて呆れるよ。
Okay. Gently stroked Agea's finger.
昔の私たちの秘密基地。
We had some good times there.
でも葵が引っ越した少し後取り壊された。
I see.
それがすごく辛かった。あそこは私たちの場所。私たちみんなの場所。
A soda called Pokari Sweat? Okay.
葵はいなくなっちゃったけど、あそこにいつか戻ってくるってそう思ってたの。
Well, here's this CG again, but with color this time. It was a childish presumption, it was an easy way to reason with things. But when I heard the place that we used to always play in was gone, I felt like a hole had been poked in my heart, though I can hardly admit that to her.
葵がいなくなったの。すごくショックだった。葵がせっかく告白してくれたのに断っちゃって、そのままお別れしちゃって。
Right, to be rejected, that was a shock for me.
あれはあの時は
You didn't like me enough?
違うよ。 OK するつもりだった。でも怖くなっちゃったの。
Of saying yes?
だって告白されたらカップルになるんだよ。特別な二人。じゃあ他の人は？あんちゃん、マーボー、ホタルは遊ばなくなるの？それが嫌だったの。みんなが仲間でいられなくなるのが。
Is that the reason you rejected me?
うん。だから言ったでしょ。情けない話だって。でも葵がいなくなっちゃって 私が振ったせいだって思ったの。
I can kind of see how she'd get that impression. Yeah, he convinced his parents to move away because the girl rejected him. Yeah, that makes sense. When I left the town, I was rejected by a kid and actually felt like running off with my tail between my legs. Closed the text bar for a second, I thought I did. They're holding hands, and that says... It looks like it says sweet, not sweat. There's a jet stream up there behind them.
壊されるからもう近づいちゃいけないって言われて、そうしたらもうみんな集まらなくなって、それ私のせいだって思ったの。
Did everyone go their own separate way?
うん。だから私守ろうとしたの。
Oh, I thought she was going to say something else. A secret base?
壊されなければみんな元通りになる。また集まる。葵だって戻ってくるって。それで取り壊し工事の始まる前の夜、家を抜け出して入り込んで、工事の人たちが最初は気づかなくて、橋の壁から壊し始めて、その頃うちのお母さんが気がついて探し回って。
When was this game made? I'm not sure when it was made. I think it's a few years, obviously.
お母さんに聞いたあんちゃんが近くに来て、そこで私工事の人に見つかって、壊れた壁を伝って上に逃げたの。一番高いところで壊すのやめてって泣きわめいて、丸くなってここが壊されるなら私も一緒にって思い詰めてた。
Wow.
自分でもおかしいと思う。でもあの時はそうするしか考えられなかった。どんなことをしてもここを守ろうって。結局あんちゃんが登ってきてなだめられながら抱き上げられて、それでおしまい。
A story.
知ってるの近所の人だけ。あんちゃんやマーボー、ホタル、いつものみんなだけだよ。それで私秘密基地が壊されるところ最後まで見られなくって、次に見た時はもう何もなくなってた。それでもう葵は帰ってこないんだって。
When Sakura Spirit 2 is translated, will I play it? It's not, they're not games that are translated, they're made in English already.
みんなももうバラバラになっちゃうんだ。もう二度と一緒に遊べないんだって分かって。しかも秘密基地があった場所にウィンディなんかできて、うちの店もその中に入ってそこで商売やってるし、正直ウィンディすごかったし、だからウィンディを嫌うのもできなくて、どうしていいかわからなくなって何もできなくなって。
I keep feeling that this place looks like the Citadel from Mass Effect. You stop replying to letters and New Year's cards.
うん。あの後1年ぐらい私ホタルとしか話さない暗い子になってたから。
You.
そうだよ。その頃の写真もエピソードも知らないでしょ。
You're right, I don't.
で、まあ一応だんだん立ち直ってきて、進学したら友達もできるようにはなったけど、親友って言えるような相手は誰も作れなくて。
Hey, that's what you're saying. Hate to say it, but I had no idea that the talk of her trying to please everyone and had such an unbelievably heavy story behind it.
で人付き合いは多いけど親友のいない私の前にいきなりトラウマの根本原因が現れたわけ。
Me, you mean?
どれだけ私が驚いたかわかんないでしょ。
Nice soccer spirit going on in my chat right now. Understand, I was unable to ride my bicycle due to an injury. It could have been worse.
だね。でもそのトラウマくんは
Trauma. I wish you wouldn't throw that word around so much.
いつの間にやらグライダーなんての見つけちゃって、あんないかにも秘密基地でございって感じの場所私の前に持ってくるんだもんな。
Maybe true, but
でもまあ最初のうちはそんなに気にしてなかったよ。メンバー違うし活動内容しっかりあったし。でもあの時飛んだ後壊されるの見た時、
that flight I took with Amane, the final flight, I too felt the impact of the garage's destruction.
バーって蘇ってきちゃったの。昔のこと。秘密基地壊される、守らなきゃ。
So because of that, how long have I been recording? It's been gone. Yeah, there's still enough time. Maybe this will buff out like written. Yeah, this seems like it's gonna buff out. It seems like things are already buffing out pretty well. So because of that, thinking back on it, his eyes were different back then.
あれでもうトラウマ完全復活よ。
I tried to be cheerful, but our hands were shaky and soaked in sweat.
それから1年また新しい秘密基地ができた。
Now you're afraid of the same thing happening to that one?
私たちの場所、私たちみんなの秘密基地。
Written from Katawa Shoujo.
今度こそって誓
Elliot.
った。もう大事な場所がなくなるのは嫌。私もあの頃とはもう違う。今度こそ守るの。何があっても絶対に。
You're gonna protect it by not going to it. Okay.
そう心に決めてた。だから
Okay, I fixed her grip on my hand. Her voice quivered.
だから告白なんかされて私が特別だなんて言われてダメなの。ダメだったの。受け入れたらまたなくしちゃう。また秘密基地なくなってみんなともまたバラバラになっちゃう。
Didn't she just say that she was over her trauma?
そう思っちゃって。
Tears slid down Agaya's cheeks. Continued holding her hand in silence. I see. A number of things finally made sense. So that explains your behavior. Agaya gave a deep but silent nod. You want to protect everyone's place.
だから外でいろいろやってたのは飛び丘の邪魔が入るようなら出勤できなくしてやろうとか。
Wouldn't that be breaking the law?
まだやってないよ。計画だけ。
Still, it's no good. You're really obsessed with protecting things. Agaya unveiled when she's what seemed to be an extremely forced smile. Sorry you didn't show up at the secret base, so we thought that you were trying to put distance between us.
そう思われても仕方ないよ。話さなかった私も悪かったから。
But why didn't you talk to us about it?
だって嫌われたくなかったから。一人で工事現場に立てこもった子だよ。普通変だと思うでしょ。
Well, people do stupid things when they're
今だ
kids.
って秘密基地守るためなら何でもしちゃうよ。悪いことだって多分やっちゃうよ。ね、引くでしょ。ドン引きするでしょ。
Now that you mention it, there were times when I wanted to knock over all my competitors while racing against them. If we're just talking about thoughts, everybody has them, that's just how it is. Right now, I want all the other guys who approach you to disappear. I want to have you all to myself. If I can't make it a reality, I can at least dream about it.
そんなことを思ってるんだ。変態。
You're just realizing that? Are you gonna hear that creep out?
うわー、最低。近寄んないで、青い金が映るわ。
I guess that's the kind of reaction I've come to expect.
まあ、青いだし。許してあげる。
Thank you. The truth is that I had been avoiding talking to you about my leg injury. That's why I can't really blame you for keeping secrets from me.
うん。ごめん。
It's fine, I need to apologize for getting all worried without contacting you. I had groped for my fingers. Is that the word you want to use? Groped? Okay. And fixed her grip again. Warmth returned to the palm of my hand. I understand your past and your trauma. Still, why did you try to distance yourself from the glider's completion? It's something that everyone at the secret base made together, isn't it? Wouldn't that be something you'd want to treasure?
だからよ。
Took Kay a few moments to open her mouth.
作るのがみんなであれ作っていくのが楽しすぎて。
Oh no, the horror.
あれが完成しちゃったら秘密基地の楽しい時間が終わっちゃうような気がして。
So that's it. I finally understood what Anchan had been saying. You won't come because it's complete. Like myself, Kotari, and everyone else, she had strong feelings about the glider. However, Gay's feelings were far, far stronger than any of us could have ever imagined. Though she had been cheerfully trying to avoid showing her face. With such strong feelings for the secret base, the glider, and for all of us, she fell victim to overthinking. If she were to lose any of it, she would never be able to forgive herself. Having brought her back from the old secret base, Anshan had understood this. You're seriously...
バカでしょ。
Yeah.
認めるの。
But something's wrong with me if I say you're stupid. After all, what would that make me for liking such stupidity?
ババカか。
What? That sounded weird.
ババカか。バカの2乗。オーバーラップしてるの。
Stupid. I wonder if we can make it echo.
採用しよっか。バカ青いにエコーかけて。
You are stupid, Aoi. Current altitude is 500 meters. It's so hard to say. So now you smile. It's every 3 days. Yep, that's my upload schedule. Usually, unless I forget. It's the first smile I've seen out of you today.
そう？
Yep. With Gaia's smile, something inside of my heart melted and flowed out away from me. Gaia's past, my doubts dissolved completely. Now they're flying again. Wonder if they were trying to adjust something. Having been motionless on the opposite shore for some time, the glider rose into the air for a third time. This time it drew 8 letters as it flew.
操縦してるの。小鳥かな。
What does that even mean? It drew 8 letters as it flew. Okay. Could be. Amane hasn't flown in a while and probably hasn't been practicing either.
大丈夫かな。
Oh, the aircraft suddenly tilted forward. The pilot compensated quickly, so I'm sure that was on purpose. I probably shouldn't be seeing stuff like this here. It can't be good for my heart.
葵が飛ぶとき、私いつもそういう気分なんだけど。
I really had no idea. Sorry if I worried you.
やっとわかったか。だからあれ作るの必死だったんだぞ。勉強していい資材使って腕上げて、事故が起きたら一生立ち直れないから。
Very sorry. My apology came straight from the heart. I'm gonna be flying in it after all. That said, if I were to have an accident in something I myself built, I don't think I'd think much of it. I'd never considered the feelings of a Gaia who had never flown herself. I'm really sorry.
絶対に無事に戻ってきてよ。
Sure, I promise.
絶対よ。信用できないな。そうだ。葵の一番恥ずかしい話、一つ教えて。
Yeah, that's something I worry about if somehow I got really popular. I don't see it happening, but if it did happen, then I wouldn't be able to reply to everyone in the comments.
もし無事に戻ってこなかったら、それみんなにばらまくから。
What kind of brain damaged idea is that? You're horrible. A real human being would never do that.
さあさあ言ってごらん。保険ってやつだよ。無事に飛ぶための。
I've never seen her eyes shine so bright. An embarrassing story. I'm almost at 5,000 subs. I've been stuck at 4,400 for a while. It goes above it and then it falls under it again. Well, there's one that immediately comes to mind, but this story.
あるんだね。ほら言ってよ。それで葵のフライトの無事は保証されるんだよ。
I really have a bad feeling about this. Microphone went down in volume again. Hello? Yeah. I really have a bad feeling about this.
別に途中でうっかり口滑らせたりはしないよ。
Nope, I'm ready and rearing to go. Even if it's not intentional, it seems like this story will hit the streets overnight if Hotu is any indication.
姫木保険は皆様からの熱い信頼によって運営されております。丸。
Wonder if there's a less trustworthy sounding guarantee in the world.
で、どんなの？葵の最高の恥って。
I wouldn't use the word shame. Well, here I go. Before, at the school building, when I decided to take a gay on an unconventional date after Anshan told me to go get her. What I realized at that time, what I unfortunately realized, I gave away to her eyes shining even more than before in anticipation, even though they're closed. When I tried to speak, my face began to warm. Gotta move over my stream thing a little bit. Shut up. You know nothing of people's feelings. I took a deep, deep breath. Okay, here I go. I'll tell you the most embarrassing story. I hope you're ready for it. Well, you know what? Let's go through the embarrassing story next time. This stream is going to keep going for a little bit. It'll keep going for a little bit, but the video is going to end here. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.